realize people can say what they want to say about the man. Man, let's stop my face back. They can say what they want to say about the man, but you got to realize this man started coaching in the 70s. That means the 70s, the 80s, the 90s, 2000, the 10s of 2000, and now we're in the 20s of 2000. You talking about a man that got 50, 40-something years, 50-something years worth of relationships. Man, then go back to what I talked about. Relationships. It ain't about recruiting. It goes back to somebody, he knows somebody that knows somebody, and I want my son with him for whatever particular reason the family comes up with. That's not recruiting. That's the relationship that may trace back long time ago, and that's where it comes from. It comes from relationships. Colleges have to recruit. High schools can recruit, but 9 times out of 10, when you talk about guys like him, it's relationship built. Because you're talking about he got some 40-something years of coaching, but now he coaching probably great-grandkids of people he coached. So, you know, and people don't understand that. The reason why I went to Lincoln wasn't because I stayed in South Dallas. It's because my mama said I was going wherever Napoleon B. Lewis was the principal. So he could have been the principal in North Dallas. That's where you going.
Yeah.
That's the relationship thing out of respect for the man who over the school. It wasn't just a neighborhood thing, because if that's the case, my mama made me go to Atwell because she had respect for Atwell academics. She could have easily put me on the bus and say, go to Robert T. Hill, go to Florence, go to this, that. Nah, it was never a discussion. And you're going to go play for Coach Walter.
Yeah.
So, you know what I'm saying? So people try to make it recruit. Nobody recruit. It's relationship-based, where people put their kids in a place where they think they're going to have a chance to be successful. And if they're not successful, a place where they still gonna be worked with and somebody gonna stay on their butt. And that's what a lot of people don't get. So we start talking about the traits from him. It was hard work. I learned relationship-based things like that. Also having a close communication with the parent. Damn the kid.
Yeah.
I mean, 9 times out of 10, the kid don't run nothing. If you got a relationship with the parent, whether it's the granny or whoever, and y'all on the same page, then that means the kid's stuck in the middle. Now, the meat can't never leave the 2 pieces of bread unless somebody peel it apart.
Yeah.
But if you keep the 2 pieces of bread tight on the meat, then the meat gonna stay inside the 2 pieces of bread. So us as a coach, as a staff, we're a piece of bread. Each parent, each family we deal with is a piece of bread. The kid, the meat, and they clamp, and we pressing it like a George Foreman grill.
Yeah. It's out.
One part pull apart. Now then, you know, now the kid doing what he want to do. But that's not that's the cycle we learn. So I learned to be a little more lucid in Coach Sam, because you know that I just felt if you know when you get your own show, you know, like hey, 90% of this I agree with. Hey, but I'm gonna change it 10%.
Real talk.
So you know, so I picked up on a lot of things from him and learned a lot. And you know, that's the value when you come under people. You can also learn good and bad.
Yeah, true.
From them without you actually being in that position yet. And then what also the biggest thing I learned too is you really don't understand the mindset they're in until one day it comes back around and you're in that seat. And then you see it from a different lens than you see when you were in the assistant coach or the coordinator position. Because on them side, you look at that position group, you may got a few areas that you're over or you got a side of the ball you're over. But when you're the head coach, now you're responsible for every grown folk mistake that's made. So a grown folk make a mistake, now it falls on my plate as the head coach. Every kid to make a mistake, it falls on my plate. Everything go wrong in the program, fall on my plate. So if you ever saw us in any of our defeats, the first person I always held accountable was myself.
Yeah.
Like number one is me. And then from it being me, you know, when we get back in and get the meeting, then you know, then that avalanche go downhill. But, you know, in the public eye, like, nah, that's me. We got to do some stuff better as coaches. And that's what we did going into this season. We had some self-accountability as far as starting with me and then working down to every coach on the staff. Where we were honest and we realized we had to get better if we wanted better results. And we took the kid out the equation. The kid wasn't going to be the excuse. The excuse gonna be us grown folks if anything don't go right this season. And we just kept that belief and the continuity. And our kids, they were a very loose group. Sometimes you would think they weren't focused, but that was just their way of being focused. So, and we got better every week.
So, Coach, y'all, we 31 minutes in, and I'm trying to wrap this up because I know we sitting down. I know we're talking.
Man, I gotta get a part two, man. War got a part two.
So let's end with this because we're gonna end with this right here. Because I really want to ask you a couple more questions though, but let's end with this one. Y'all got new facilities too, right, Coach?
Yeah.
I wanted you to speak on that, but that's not what I want to ask because I want to ask. Y'all won the championship this year, Coach. Where do we go from there? End on the facilities, and we done.
Winning state this year, really when I think back on it, it really ain't hit me yet. Because after we won, after each game we won, we going to the next round. But, it don't matter unless we win the next round. And then when you finally won it, then it was like, damn, ain't shit tomorrow.
Yeah.
And then after the state game, for me personally, I didn't really get to probably celebrate my team because, they pull you here, you go here, so you got to be in here. You can't go over this way, So I really didn't get a true. Really want to be like how Coach Mobley was after they won. And he run around his jacket off and he did the little dance in the locker room. Like I really want to have that feeling.
Mm-hmm.
But maybe that's a feeling that comes when you win 4 of them.
Nah, real talk.
So I felt like I was kind of robbed of really being with the kids in that particular moment and just the city. I really want to just embrace the moment and just let it hit. But, I didn't really get a chance to. Then you got to get out the field because the next game coming in, and all that stuff. But, my biggest thing more so than me was I like the fact that when I looked around the crowd to see other people sitting in their stands, first of all, dressed in the white like we asked.
Mm-hmm.
But second of all, you got to realize everybody in them stands wasn't South Oak Cliff alumni. That was a city thing.
Yep. And
then you saw the buy-in from the city once somebody included the city. And that's what's different between us. And maybe because I'm here, so I understand the strategy. It wasn't soccer's in Oak Cliff, so Oak Cliff gonna take the #1 kudos for the victory. But it ain't my job to promote Oak Cliff. My job was to promote the city of Dallas. And I think what a lot of people mess up is they segregate their accomplishment because they always try to keep it so in the community that the school or people they serve, where we made it a whole entire Dallas thing. Because I'm from South Dallas. So somebody walking around saying Oak Cliff 100 times, that don't make me feel good. Because I ain't from Oak Cliff. I'm from South Dallas.
Yeah.
So what about somebody from West Dallas? Or what about somebody from East Dallas? What's the common ground we can all be behind? Dallas. Mm-hmm. So I see a lot of people making that mistake. Because I think Kimber coach had posted something talking about the Mecca of basketball or something. He said Faith Family, Kimball, I think he said sock, and all this. But what he didn't know in that statement, I was out there the first time I said, shit, Madison Lincoln got damn near mid championships in them schools combined.
Mm-hmm.
That's my mindset, because we all about where we from, no matter what we doing. We gonna claim where we from. So take that excuse out and just say Dallas. That's what I think made us different. If we were Google or Amazon, we'd be rich right now on how we prophesized this entire year.
Yeah. Oh, wow.
And a lot of people don't get that. Like, it's stuff you can go back and read a year before, and you be like, damn.
Yeah.
That shit was true. And the kids know this too. Because I had a vision of, I remember when we were playing Alito, when we beat Alito in the 5th round when I was in Lincoln. And all I remember was that the first time I saw a police escort a high school team, in Dallas. And I looked hard to shut down the freeway. And I used to always tell our kids, the more you keep winning, you're going to start seeing them police escorts and them people going to be lined up. And when them kids got on that freeway, and I ain't talking about they just shut down where we was going. They shut down both sides of the freeway the overpass, like nothing could move, and we actually rode on the highway